And don't expect more learning to always lead to more progress. It could be that you just need a different way to apply things or a different perspective. What's up traders, welcome back to Bangkok in Thailand. Today I want to share with you 5 things that I believe most traders never learn. And those things should be learned early enough so you can kind of correct and become better than most people. Now if you just want to play the game of average, which is like most people, then that's fine. But I recommend and I would suggest that you guys go for what's bigger than that, and that's gonna be more fulfilling overall. So I want to share with you these things today, and hopefully you learn them right and you can think about how to apply them. And those things, by the way, they come up from me over the years, kind of things I've seen and noticed that I see some people know, like myself, and some don't. So why is that? Well, because they're not taught anywhere. So we might as well teach you these things now so you can kind of use them now. So the very first thing is, you gotta understand that in trading, the money is not in the big wins. Now that's something that you talk about with most beginners. You're gonna say, yes, I need to win big, I need to have big wins, because that's how I make money. I need to kind of grow my account fast, and I also need to have trades that go far and that make me a lot of money quickly. So they must go far, and they must go far quickly. That's the second requirement that they have. But the more you get into it, the more you realize that it's not about kind of a quick thing. It's about a long-term process of wins and losses, and that it's not gonna happen quickly for sure. It's not gonna happen in a few seconds or a few hours or a few days. And it's not either gonna happen like in big moves, big chunks. It's gonna happen progressively. Now you might have some big ups and downs, that's fine. Some bigger times where things go fast to the upside and you're happy. Times where things go a little bit more badly to the downside. But you gotta realize that overall, it's a series of continuous progress and continuous small wins that produce big accounts, not the other way around. Now, the second thing I've realized is that your perspective on things in life changes everything. And that means that, like we talked about before, the thing about big wins, if you perceive that you must get big wins to succeed, you'll be chasing big wins. If you perceive that you cannot get money from other people, from investors, because you're too small or whatever limiting belief you have, then you won't ever get it, or you won't even think about it at all. So you gotta flip this around to changing your perspective. And the best way I've done that is to surround yourself with traders all the time, so people playing the game at a higher level than you are, or watching this channel. Click on the subscribe button. I publish a video like this almost every single day to help you out progress and become a better trader. So that's pretty simple. You just gotta learn, you gotta surround yourself with different people and be open to other perspectives, other opinions, other things people kind of introduce you to. Because you cannot say just, oh, this couldn't work, not possible, it doesn't work at all. You gotta be open, and that's how you learn. If you're always closed-minded about you always have the way, you always know everything, then no wonder you don't succeed, because you're always closed and you cannot take other people's advice and other people's way of doing things. You gotta be open, take what you want to take. Like, you don't have to listen to everyone, of course, but use that wisely after. Because take an advice from the trader, use it about price action if you want, and then think about, do I want to use this or not? And if the answer is not, then don't use it. But of course you want to test it out first and see if it works, and then decide if you want to use it. Okay, that's the basic principle over here. The third thing I've learned, massive, is that more knowledge or more learning is unequal to more result. And that's something that if you're just starting out and you want to learn as fast as you can, as much as you can, you might want to slow down your pace, because you might be learning for a long time, and then you get to a point where you're confused because you have too much stuff in your head and too many different people's opinions that don't really matter, and you cannot really find a way to kind of organize this properly and use it properly. So the less you learn, the better sometimes, and you gotta be able to learn what you want to learn from the right source. So a source is gonna be helping you out in that area. So like, don't learn about walking your dog from me, because I don't have a dog, right? Don't learn about traveling from Warren Buffett, because he's not traveling, right? You gotta learn these things from the right people, and then you can start to apply them. But don't try to learn all these things like walking a dog, traveling, trading, doing this and that at the same time. And in between, for example, trading, don't learn like all these things at once. Learn one thing, apply it, and then see what else you need. It's kind of like going to a grocery shop, but only for one ingredient at a time, and that works really well. So you buy something there, come back home, then you say, okay, what do I need? Go there, buy it, come back home, okay, what else do I need? Go there again. And the result of this is that you don't have too much. Like, you always have the right amount of things, because if you ask yourself what else you need, and you have everything you need to progress to get the result. So you need to kind of go through a small filter before you learn, and learn the right things, and don't expect more learning to always lead to more progress. It could be that you just need a different way to apply things, or a different perspective like we talked about before, or you need like a different way of seeing things, and that's not something you learn, just like a different eye-opening experience. Or it could be just a connection, meet someone, you get an opportunity there, and you didn't have to kind of go through all these books, because the books are useless. So think about that idea of just-in-time learning, which I love. Learn just in time what you need, then go away, apply it, and come back to the books or the site or the blog or whatever after, okay? But keep yourself open to different people, different experiences, and connections. Right, so the fourth way is, if you want capital, don't go around and ask everyone around you for capital to trade. That's the wrong way to do it. I've seen so many people on, especially social media, that ask for capital or ask for money to invest in themselves because they're beginning traders and they want to manage money. And that's not how you do this. You don't go out and say, I need money. First of all, like, you go out and say, I have something that I can offer for the world, to have the world be a better place. And then people might catch on, people might want to follow you and help you out with that. But you never go with like what you need, because who cares about what you need? People care about what they want, and that's the first thing. But the second thing is, don't go around asking everyone. But if you ever do, then do it the right way, which is, like we talked about before, do it in a proper manner. So do it in a sense where you ask because you can offer people value, and because you have something to back it up, like some research, some stats, some paperwork to back it up, and to show people what you are about and what they can expect from you. And from then you can trade for people. So I recommend, if you want to trade for people, like, target people you want to ask for. Otherwise, if you ask everyone all the time, you become like a typical kind of money asker, and that's not good. So ask the right people from the start and ask them in the right way, okay? And we could do videos on that in the future if you guys want. Comment below in the comment section if you have a request for that, but I might do that in the future anyway, so just comment below to be sure. And the last thing that people never ever apparently learn, only a few people, like select few people learn this, is trading is best used for growing your wealth over cash flow. That's because it's not a cash flow generator, it's a wealth building activity. And if you want to build your wealth, fine, you'll build it really well. If you want to be able to have a big account of capital, big chunk of capital, big money that you can kind of withdraw over time, you can do it very simply. But if you're looking for a cash flow, like a $1,000 a week kind of cash flow coming in all the time, then that's not the right medium, that's not the right tool to be able to do that. There's other ways you can do it. There's other ways that generate cash flow that are really secure, really safe. But if you expect the exact same thing every week, every day, every month, no wonder you're struggling. Like, you might want to push down your expectation and try to build your wealth. Try to get money somewhere else first, and try to see if you can multiply it with trading. And you probably can do that. You just gotta learn the right skills, which we're all about here at Desire to Trade, and we'll help you do that without problem. But that's the principle. Try to maximize your wealth, try to grow your wealth with trading, and try to have some cash flow coming in that you can invest back in trading. And if you do this, then you become, I believe, unstoppable. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate the comment below if you thought. As always, here are a few comments from the past video. I appreciate you guys for leaving your comments as always. Subscribe if it's not done yet, and I'll catch you back here in Bangkok tomorrow. Ciao.